Yeah, again, I mean, I think we knew they were going to come out and have a strong push after last night, and they did. I thought we did a good job of keeping the first period pretty uneventful. Huge momentum swing there in the second where, we have an odd man breakdown one way, and they wind up coming down the other way and getting a goal. And I think we very easily could have let that be the defining moment we were talking about right now. Hey, we felt like we got hauled down, whatever it might have been, and they come down and score and let that be the deciding factor. What I loved about our guys was we were pretty unfazed by it. You felt it when we came in between the second and third. You felt it on the bench in the third period. We were coming. Obviously, really nice to see Rory and especially Brenden get their first goals and get some offense from the back end. And I thought we really limited them from that point on. So, Snowy, my assistant, and I were just talking. We feel like it's starting to be the hockey team that we expect and that we want.
Is that part of the maturation process, the fact that the guys could have gotten down, could have gotten frustrated with the non-call on Johnny Mac, and they came back and scored, but instead of doing that, they just dug their heels in and decided, we're not going to let this bother us? Yeah,
I mean, 100%. I think 2 months ago, 3 months ago for sure, there would have been doors getting slammed, sticks getting slammed, and I think we've learned to be even keel while at the same time letting things motivate us. And that was kind of the message. We're not going to let that beat us. That's not going to be the defining moment of the game. And, again, I thought considering our lineup against a very good Atlanta team, thought we did a really good job of limiting them. I thought our puck possession was very good. Our offensive zone play, guys were making plays. Guys that, usually play checking roles were now forced into offensive roles. And I thought we did a good job top to bottom.
What is it that makes you so happy about the fact that Rory and Brenden both got their first goals, especially Brenden?
Yeah, I mean, it's two things. Number one, offense from the back end is something we need a little bit more of, and good to get that, but way bigger than that. For Rory, a guy who's come in here who wasn't planning on playing professional hockey this year, and the first conversation I had with him, I knew no matter where his game was, I knew how important he was going to be for our locker room because of what his character is and because of his leadership capabilities and things like that. So obviously great, and the guy, he's one of the guys rally behind for sure. So that, number one. And for Brenden, this game is not easy. He's certainly had his ups and downs this year, and was out of the lineup for a long stretch there. Stuck to it. There were some hard talks, some hard meetings, and I guess the lesson of life, you just keep coming, just keep showing up. And I told him, get yourself back in there and force our hand to not be able to take you out. And I think he's gotten better and better every game. I mean, tonight he was arguably one of the best, if not the best player on the ice from start to finish. So nice to see him get rewarded with a goal.
Rory's been here a short period of time. Given the fact that, essentially you're asking a veteran player to come in and learn the system that quickly, how well has he assimilated into what you're trying to do?
Very well. I think sometimes with a veteran guy like that, they might come in a little bit stuck in their ways. And the credit to Rory is he's come in, he's been the first guy to ask questions during video sessions. He's been the first guy to ask questions on the bench. He wants to know the system. He wants to be a guy, as a veteran guy, and I say it all the time, they know guys are looking at him. They know what they do is going to get, the spotlight more than any other guys. So they want to make sure they're doing it right. And, Rory and I's talk, again, it was all about, what type of character is he going to bring to this team. Because guys are going to look at him. We need him to be a leader, number one, and a hockey player, number two. And I think he's done an unbelievable job of that.
Another night, as you mentioned earlier, guys stepping up because of the crazy roster.
Yeah.
When do you think at some point you're going to be able to get back to a point where you're going to be able to have a little bit more flexibility, a little bit more, less tension, let's put it that way?
I hope it happens tonight, but no, I think we've got Patrick Watling who's very close. Denver Manderson not far behind, and the rest is kind of out of our hands. Obviously, one of our jobs is to feed Toronto, the Marlies and the Maple Leafs, and there's been a bit of bad luck there just with injuries, and trust me, they've done everything in their power to try and keep us as well as equipped and respectable as possible with guys where a lot of other affiliates I don't think would have had that same level of respect. So, we need to get healthy organizationally top to bottom. And the key is once you get some skill back, you got to keep checking and playing hard the way we are right now.
If the call comes, and this is a hypothetical, if the call comes for, like, say, Rory, in the back of your mind, are you going, please, no, don't take it because you want him here?
I mean, the thought it's human nature always. Obviously, you're so focused on your here and now, but I think for me, especially as a first-year coach, going through it at this level, not used to getting guys plucked and being the one who was plucking below, I think it gives you a whole new respect for it. Like I said, I'm so happy the way our organization's handled it, as far as the communication and doing what's right by us and not just selfishly doing what's right by them. So, it's a tough call always, but at the same time, you're happy for the guys. When you spend time around guys like TJ Foster and like Rylan Schwartz, who just went up, and you see how hard they work every day, and you know what their goal is, how do you not feel good for those guys? And how do you not feel good for a guy like Adam Reed or Rupert or Bradford, guys who have now been stepped up into bigger roles and deserve them and done a good job with it.
Last question, Elmira, tomorrow. You haven't seen them since early in the season. What are you expecting from them, and how do you counter-attack?
Yeah, I mean, they're a big team. They play really heavy, really hard. I think our offensive zone play is going to look a lot like tonight. It's really tough to get to the net against them. They got a bunch of big D who are mean, and again, I think for a Sunday game, it's both teams are going to be hungry. Obviously, they came off a loss tonight, and we're coming off a win. I mean, we just need to play the same type of hockey. We need to be hungry, realize how big the situation is, and keep doing the simple things that we are. And when we get our chances, we got to put the puck in the net.
Kind of hoping that maybe Florida softened them up a little bit?
Well, I know that both of us probably went through a war there. I know what the war was like here tonight. So good that it's an hour earlier and a quick turnaround. And like I said, it should make for a pretty good hockey game.
Yeah, it's been amazing. Just for this opportunity to come along and for it to be going the way it has been, just feel pretty blessed to be in this situation. And it couldn't be going better right now. Obviously, come here and tough spot to come into, and a lot of pressure on myself, and to come here and get 4 wins like this, it's been amazing. And the guys have been great, and the coaching staff, everyone made it really easy for me to transition, and it's been great.
Take us through what you saw on the goal that you scored tonight.
Yeah, I've been getting a few shots from that area, so I just tried to angle it in and shoot as hard as I could on net and take the right angle, and lucky it found the net there.
As a veteran player, you've been around a while. Talk about the difficulties that you might encounter with having to assimilate to a brand new system, especially when you've kind of been away from that kind of structured hockey for a period of time, and how have you been able to actually get into things and be able to be so effective so quickly?
Yeah, it all happened so fast, and like I said, coming into it, there was it was the first time I actually been this nervous to coming back and playing, and like I said, the coaches have been great, and helping me through learning, and we got such a great team, so that obviously makes it a lot easier too. But I just try and keep it simple, play more structured, being a veteran guy, use my body more, a little smarter now since it's been about 9 years since I've been in this league, so it's changed a lot. But just try and do the simple things, try and use my body, and just be positive, be a good teammate, and that's what's carrying me right now. Just doing what the coaches asked, asking questions, taking the opportunities that they give me and trying to make the best of them, and that's what I feel I've been doing, and credit to the team and the guys for giving me the chance they have.
What's the transition been like from having played 2 seasons in England in the EIHL to coming back here to the ECHL, where, as you said, it's been a while since you've been in this league?
Yeah, it's really, it's a lot more structured now. It's fast. It's good hockey. It's really good hockey, and over there it's maybe a little older guys, bigger ice, things like that. It's good hockey, but here you got the young guys, and everything's through the from the NHL, the AHL, everyone's in the system. So it's a lot different, but it's easier at times when you have a good system and you got guys that are playing in the system in the right positions. When you get the puck, you don't have to make that extra move or things like that. And playing with Bizey, he's been great, and obviously we talk a lot, and when you have confidence in your teammate and our goaltending, Massey, he's been unbelievable. Just the whole decor, the communication back there, it makes things a lot easier, and you learn that as you get older, communication, how important it is, and just doing the little things. So, those guys and the team definitely have helped me make that transition.
Have the younger guys, especially guys like Brenden and Zach, sat down with you and maybe kind of tried to pick your brain, the veteran hockey player brain, to get a better handle on how to deal with certain situations?
Yeah, everyone's pretty good. They come to you. It's kind of one of those things too. I wanted to come here and lead by example. Not so much talking or things like that, because you want to be able to back it up. So to be able to come in that and get the wins here and play how we are, I think a lot of these guys kind of see just from playing. If you buy into the systems, you stick to what the coaches say, and maybe not get too excited at times and just kind of stay even keel. I think that goes a long way. And like I said, the guys have been great. They come and pick your brain a little bit, but it's been pretty casual. And I think just by how everything's going on the ice, I think that speaks for itself. And guys are really buying into it. We're playing a good structured hockey. This is really good hockey. So that's important, I think.
Based on your experience in the period of time that you've been here, and you've obviously seen a progression of the play for the team as an entire unit, how much potential do you see in this Orlando Solar Bears team?
That's what I was just saying to one of the guys in the room. I'm like, this is a good hockey team. We got awesome goaltending. Our D, we're big and strong back there. We can move the puck, and we got super fast forwards, skilled. When everyone works and plays their position, and like you see these last 4 games, no one's doing anything extraordinary. Everyone's just working and skating and moving the puck, supporting each other, and that's kind of what's carrying us right now. And obviously, big goaltending.
You ever played in a building like this?
No, this is. I thought Charlotte was pretty cool back in the day, the new one, but yeah, this is by far. This is an NHL setup. I've been around a lot of places, and this is by far the best place I've played for sure. The training facility, the room here, how they treat us, everything you get, it's top notch here, and I couldn't be happier to be here.
It feels amazing. I mean, I've been waiting a while here. It's been 6 months or something, so it's nice to finally get one and not have to worry about that anymore.
Take us through the play, what you remember about it, and what was going through your mind as it developed.
I just remember they chipped the puck back, and Baylor was back for me, so he threw it up to Rodwall, and they just jumped in the rush and kind of tried to get the shot off and avoid the hit, and somehow it went in short side.
Talk about, if you will, the pressure, if there was any, to be able to get that first goal, but yet you seem to have been a very big contributor all season.
I mean, no pressure to get the first goal, but I mean, I put pressure on myself. I mean, I'm a pretty offensive defenseman coming out of junior with lots of points, so I mean, putting pressure on myself to finally get one and put up some points here for the boys and really use my offense to help contribute. So I mean, it's nice to finally get one, and hopefully I can keep it rolling here.
How does it feel from a player standpoint, seeing the progression of the team? Because right now, what was kind of a slow start, especially at home, is now all of a sudden taking a positive turn.
I mean, I feel like the boys are just playing the right way. I mean, for 60 minutes, at the start of the year, we were having troubles playing for a full 60, coming out for 20, 40 minutes, and just wasn't enough against the top team. So, I mean, the last couple games here, we've been stringing together full 60 minutes, and I mean, we've been playing great hockey, and hopefully we can keep it rolling here.
Coach talked about the fact that you guys, because of all the roster changing and stuff, it's, guys are being asked to step up. Is that something that comes naturally to you?
Yeah, I mean, just waiting for my opportunity and trying to pounce on it. I mean, anytime I get a chance to play on the power play or something, I'm going to bring it and just keep doing that when I get the opportunity.
The way we've seen the team play the last few games, is the team finally coming into its own and finally realizing its potential?
I mean, for sure. I mean, it's been a good last 2 weeks here at the rink. You can see the smiles on everyone's faces. I mean, the boys are coming together real well, and I mean, you can see it. You can tell on the ice the way we're playing as a team and sticking up for each other, doing all the little things right. I mean, it looks pretty good.